October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, and they'll start with Algier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Algier again on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A quick throw knocked away.
Battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
But the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we have
the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
On first and 10, it's Algier.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Here's Algier again on second down.
And forget about finding a lane. Johnson back on the field. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
He'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Olave over the middle.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A tackle by D'Angelo Malone. The Saints had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he works 3. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller from 21 yards away.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent sign. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz with the extra point. And they'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 9 now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Trying the left side with Algier.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the line, they have a few words to say to the QB, aren't they?
Hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they...
There he goes. Folded in the launcher. Tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I've got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And after that type of run, there's some talking going on down the field, but it's not trash talking. The keeper just carried the ball. He's got enough to tell his offensive line. Great job. Keep it up. And we'll break that one soon.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Handing it off, right side, Algier.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Algier going straight ahead.
That'll get a little bit back, give it 5 on the run. And they'll be looking for the 3rd and 13.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hit, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Kuhn knocks this one through the post.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Algier now up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down.
.32-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards.